Okay, get ready, get ready, get ready. It is I, Donovan Sadiq, and you guys have now tuned into Don't Believe the Hype. I am with my best buddy and friend, sister-in-law, and all that other good stuff. All that other good stuff. DK, and DK has a show on Sundays on Facebook Live, and she'll talk back to you. So if you curse at her, she'll curse right back to you. Live, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys tune in. She is talking the real. Last Sunday, she talked about the movie The First Purge, and we had a little snafu as we got the video rolling on The First Purge. And what was the snafu?
There was a copyright issue, but...
Copyright issue. And if you guys notice in most of our videos, I don't know why these people don't look at stuff before they try to control it. We put fair use warning out there, and also explicit explicit parental advisory, because I curse a lot, to let you guys know that if you're a certain age or you don't like that kind of stuff, that's what we do here. So anyway, I want to thank Dee for helping me on this show, because I get a lot of my viewers because they want to tune in to see her elegance and her beauty. Yeah. But then again, go to Facebook page Afro Thunder Lots, and you will see what a beautiful woman, all-encompassing looks like. I mean, the little sister. This is the older sister. The little sister's even wow. Anyway. But what I want to talk about today is, have you guys heard local news? I'm the Inland Empire Informer, of course. You guys heard local news, Moreno Valley Unified School District board member and local idiot and moron, Evan Moron, was arrested for burglary. Now, he's been spinning it, saying it's no big deal, the DA is going to drop it. If the DA has issued a case number, what are the likelihood he's going to drop it?
Not likely.
Not likely.
And that wasn't a mistake.
Right, wasn't a mistake. And if you're hearing a lot of bells and things running around, that's because Tylan the Wonder Cat is on one, and whenever D comes in, he gets excited.
As long as you don't get excited and scratch my feet up, I'm cool.
Right. But back to Evan Moron. So he's trying to spin this like it's no big deal, and his excuse was it is a minor incident. If it's a minor incident, D, why would I go to my employer and ask for leave?
And 3 months?
Right.
3 month leave, yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever. That isn't a minor incident.
I mean, this charge was burglary, right?
It's burglary.
Is that minor?
If they charged him with it, no, because if a burglary, shoplifting, if it was minor, they would have wrote him a citation.
I mean, is it B&E? What kind of burglary did it say?
Yeah, it didn't say.
I mean, to me, I'm not trying to deduce it down to being, it's just, I snatched a fork out of somebody's hand.
Right. Right.
But I mean, what bail was $35,000.
$35,000 bail, and you stayed in jail for 2 days.
Yeah, that doesn't sound minor.
Yeah,
if it was minor, like you just alleviating something from somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's shoplifting, it's a citation going your way.
Or even if it was something minor, a lot of people get out on an OR.
Right.
So why did you stay in for 2 days?
2 days.
How come they didn't say we trust you? Come
back.
Right.
And then have to post a $35,000 bail. I wonder if your benefactor Ito sent you the money to get out, because after $50,000 and your wolf designs, where is the Ito at to help you?
Yeah, he's probably not wanting nothing to do with that, man. It's like, you doing burglaries now?
Burglaries now. And I warned the community about this guy from when he was doing forcible rape videos. And let me show you what a dirtbag this guy is. He blamed the videos that he participated in on his daughter.
Damn, that's a cold blow right
there. Isn't that dirty doggish?
Not even, the fact that he's blaming on his daughter is not comical, but it's just like, dude, it wasn't like the dolls were just like, the dolls were being raped and forcibly dragged. But my thing
using his hands.
Okay, but my thing is this though: if you blame that on your kid, where are they getting that from?
Good question.
And where are they learning this from? It doesn't sound like his children are that old, right?
I believe his daughter is like maybe 4 or 5 years.
Okay, that's a little bit too young to be simulating some rape.
Or maybe
with
6
or
7.
Yeah, even still.
Right.
Any child, but that young.
And his arrest took place in the city of Corona, which would follow the pretense of the sheriff. And so it's a county thing. It is an actual case, as I reported, so you guys can look the case number up. You got to remember, I am not going to go out on public and libel somebody and slander somebody if I don't have the documents. So I'm going to do my research.
That's public knowledge, too.
Right.
So the case and all that is public knowledge. So it's not something you made up or something you found. It sounds like somebody else found it or whatever. I don't know.
Sent it to me.
But yeah, so it's public knowledge. So anything that you're saying about the case is not slanderous or anything like that.
So I'm going to put the documents up to back up what I'm saying, unless it's already known that this person is like that. But then again, in 1966, the Supreme Court ruled that an elected official has outlets to refute what people are saying. I can outright lie on him, and he has ways to defend himself in the public arena. Right. But he can't sue me because he's an elected official.
Depending on what is said about him. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So, and I'm not going to waste my time with a person of that caliber to have to deal with that. So, so that's the local thing with Evan Moron. He's trying to spin it that it's no big deal. I think it is a big deal, and based on what he did in January and the racial tweets and epithets and stuff like that, his criminality is increasing, and he surrounds himself around criminals and people of low caliber, and it kind of shows, again, birds of a feather flock together.
Well, and I think people who are trying to minimize what he's done or potentially allegedly has done, I just think they're worse. They're just as bad as he is. I mean, what do you need to see? I mean, to me, it's like the president. He's done all these things, said all these things, but yet we want to keep calling this person a good guy.
Right. A bigot is a bigot.
And, Maya Angelou has a saying that says, when a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. And so this guy, Evan Morgan.
Moron.
That's your word.
Yeah, that's my words. It's my show.
Evan Morgan. He's shown people before with the racist tweets, the forcible rape with the Barbie dolls, and
the James Bond stuff, a stolen valor, saying that he was in the army, he did special intel, and all this other stuff, which is not true. And any veteran will tell you, when you spend 10 months in the army, you're not in the real army. You haven't even finished your A school.
And the copious amounts of trolling that he's done on the internet, allegedly. Filming people at their houses and just the whole gamut of stuff. And so this is an individual that sits on a school board that makes decisions in regards to children. And so it's like, when are people going to start going, okay, we're done, dude?
Right, illegal street racing. What kind of example is that for children that are looking up? Basically, if I was in the school district, this would tell me I can get me a bullshit degree from DeVry University, which really is nothing, and I can break the law and do whatever, and I will still be elected to either the city council of Moreno Valley or the school board. That's what it tells me.
Right.
So that's local on Evan Moron. And for the people that keep saying that I have a personal vendetta against this guy, absolutely right. You're right, I do. However, it's based on fact. It ain't like I'm throwing stuff out.
Well, it's not even that. It's fact, but he has done a lot of things. He's not done, but said a lot of things about you. About your military record, you as a black man, just a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I can see where you would be a little bit pissed off. I mean, to the point that you even had to block him, right?
I blocked him and things like this. So, and when that evidence came out in the beginning, I was in the forefront that put out and made sure. And he looked at me all stupid at the school board. Because he knew he couldn't say anything as I sat there and read him the riot act.
Is that how you look?
Yeah. Evan talks a good game. He's one of those, what we know as keyboard gangsters. He's all tough, but when you get in his sight, he fucking cowers down like the coward he is. And again, I would love to kick your ass on any given day for charity, but I know you won't come out and do that. I'm not challenging you, whatever. But the thing is, I'm gonna tell you like I tell anybody else. You come over here, I will give you all you can handle, all of it. And I'm not even caring about winning or losing. I just want to give you all of it.
You're just waiting
for it.
Waiting to dust off the black belts.
Exactly, waiting for it. So that's the thing on Evan Moron. And again, if people say it sounds like it's a personal thing, it is. And if you're asking that question because it sounds like a personal thing, do your research on this guy, and you might find out why it is a personal vendetta.
And that's what I don't understand too. People act like, oh, well, you should just be the bigger person. Oh, it's just that, no, I'm not going to be the bigger person.
No, I'm not a
because
Christian
you're
like
not going to keep on messing with me,
Right.
and I'm not going to, and I'm just going to sit back and say,
Yeah.
well, I'm just going to continue
Right.
being a bigger person.
Right. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell.
Because I think what a lot of people don't understand is, while you are, being a gangster on the internet, eventually you might get ran into at the supermarket or,
Exactly.
out in public. Then what?
Then what? Then what happens?
So be careful what you say to people because everybody is not on that page of, well, I'm just going to let it go. Some people are, they're about that life.
Exactly. And I'm not saying I'm about that life. Like I said, I try to do everything above board. But again, we were in the military, those of us that were. If you want to go behind the blast fence, take off the rank and handle this.
Officer and gentleman style.
Yeah, we can handle this. It's no problem.
Soldier stone style.
Man to man. We can do this man to man. It's no
Right.
problem. And then it'll be over. But until you're willing to do that, I'm going to give you all you can handle. So that's the local thing. The other news is out there, as you guys have heard and I've reported. Denise Fleming! All about me, Denise. Denise, the opportunist, is running for mayor once again. Now, here's my question to you.
Okay.
Excuse me. Why won't this woman take a hint?
What hint is that?
Nobody wants her.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate
devil's
here.
advocate.
Didn't she come in second as far as the mayoral race 2 years ago?
She came in second, but how many people were running for mayor?
I don't know. It's quite a few.
I think there was 4.
She garnered what, about 17,000 votes?
Yeah, 17,000 votes. That was also pitted because she aligned herself with Ito Benbizi. Oh, Ito, I'll do anything you want me to do. Am I the mayor yet? Anyway, that's the way I see it. Okay?
I didn't see any of that,
Okay.
but I take your word for it.
Okay? No, you were at the debate where she was like, I can't wait to work with
I
you.
was at that debate.
Now, here's my problem with Denise Fleming, okay? Denise Fleming, number one, it is true she and I have a personal vendetta. I know you guys
Those all these personal vendettas.
I have
Are
personal
you sure it's
vendetta.
not you, Donovan?
No, you know what? It is me. And you guys got to understand why these political people do not like a person like me. Because I expose who they are and what their agenda is and what they're doing. So, of course, they're going to go play the victim like Donovan's picking on me, whatever. I don't make your public record. You make your public record. All I'm doing is informing the electorate, like, do you know who this is?
Well, let me ask you this, though, because you asked me why doesn't she take a hint. But if you were in her position and you came in second, I don't know how close it was.
Okay. It wasn't close.
Or how close it was.
But you know, she garnered a lot of votes that was stuffed in the ballot box along with Ito's.
Okay,
people.
so however she got there, so if you were in her position, would you run again?
Okay.
If you came in second,
no,
or not?
No. Well, it's the same thing as me running to represent District 1. I ran to represent District 1. The first time I lost because of a bank robber who didn't disclose that, so technically I would still be the council person right now based on that.
Okay.
However, so that was stolen from me. But in a special election, I was forced to run the second time because jumping on the scene, nobody knew who I was.
Okay.
So politically, if you know anything about politics, which I know a lot of, I love politics, that's why I do what I do. When you're in a special election and people don't really know you, that's the time that they can know you. So in the second go around, then they say, oh yeah, we know what this person's about. We know what they stand for. We've seen them. We like their action, whatever. Just like I told Jimson when it was revealed she was a bank robber, you're not going to win. And sure enough, the 70% that she got the first time, where were those people to back her the second time? Where were they?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like when people hear that you have done something like that.
Right. And I told her, you
people
had
lose faith.
Right. And then here she is running a recall, and the minute she was elected, I'm against recalls because it separates the city and all this other stuff. No, you're against recalls because you got in on one. So even though I don't care for Victoria Baca, I'm going to agree with her on that aspect that I'm going to call bullshit on Jimson.
Right.
And, you know, if you got that kind of mindset, you need to go. And that's why I have never been a part of recalls. There's a difference now. Supporting a recall and being a part of a recall and being one of the leaders and all that are two different things.
Our creator
Right.
of the recall. Yeah.
Those are two different things.
Between being a creator and a supporter.
Right.
Like, okay, great, whatever.
Yeah.
But someone who's fashioned it, put it
Yeah, put
together,
together.
or did the paperwork and
Right.
all that, those are different.
Right.
Those are different.
And everybody knows I have never been a part of any recall.
Yeah,
in
you said it plenty of times on this show. I miss me with all that. Y'all,
Right.
That's y'all thing.
That's
y'all
y'all
go do
thing.
that.
Right.
Has nothing to do with me.
Right.
I'm doing what I gotta do.
I can do what I got to do. I support it. I believe Victoria Baca needs to go. But as far as me helping you guys and going out there and getting signatures, no, I'm not doing it.
And then you've also said if that's what the people want, then that's what the people want. You don't want to go and vote her out, or they go and vote her in. So
It is what
who
it
are
is.
you to say?
Right. It is what it is.
Right. It is what it is.
But for anybody to sit there and say that I am a leader or or originator of any recalls, totally don't know what they're talking about. And obviously, from the attacks I get from the people who did do the recall, I mean, I was attacked from that side as well as the Baca camp.
Right.
And I'm not, so that tells you I'm not part of any
Yeah,
recall.
it had nothing to do with it.
Right. So,
Right. And even if you did, you would say you did.
yeah, and if I did it, I would say I did.
Our heart don't pump no Kool-Aid around here.
Right. But here's my thing with Denise Fleming, for those of you guys don't know. We had a lady named Chevron Cheryl Brown. Now, Denise Fleming is connected to a lot of black associations. I mean, she this is my opinion, she's a person of low ethical standard. And what I mean by that is this. When she was on the school board and she was campaigning for mayor, or when did she run for the first time? Was it mayor? I think it was mayor.
I think so too.
She was distributing her literature in the school districts, which she knows as well as anybody else knows that's a no-no because your opponents can't do that. So Denise Fleming isn't about being